Today is March 2nd, and tomorrow we have the full moon lunar eclipse, and I just felt called to do a reading because there's such strong energy moving. I feel it all the time, but especially during different cycles of the moon and planetary positions. I know I'm not the only one feeling it, and I just wanted to ask how we can best work with this energy. But first, I'm going to work with this Work Your Light deck and just ask what you shared about this full moon and lunar eclipse that is occurring on March 3rd. If you're coming across this video after, these readings are timeless. It just means that you're working with those energies in your life at the moment, or you're possibly working with those energies. So this is just a way to support us, maybe gain some clarity. I'm just gonna ask what can be shared about the current energies, specifically this full moon and lunar eclipse. Okay, so we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? This is very interesting because the last day or two, that's actually been the message that I've been receiving personally, asking what I want to focus on, what is actually bringing me joy and bliss, where am I feeling called? So I'm not surprised at all to see this card because it just reflects like exactly what my experience has been, and I'm sure it's reflecting back to many of you the same experience, because we're in a time where clarity is coming to the forefront and we're ready to align to this new frequency, no doubt about it. And these are the questions that we can ask ourselves just to point us in the right direction, to start aligning our life, the decisions we make. Where do we want to anchor ourselves? Where do we want to move? So, yeah, I'm just, I don't know what else to say. I'm not surprised. So hopefully this is helping to anchor that in for you as well. If you've had thoughts about, okay, I'm feeling a lot of things right now. I know that I want to move towards truth and love and light. How do I do that in a practical sense? Well, maybe write things down. Maybe do a meditation. Do one every day. Maybe, just go walk in nature. Ask yourself that question. See what comes up. There's so many ways for us to connect within. And yes, that's a good way to start. Have you answered your deepest calling? And what I love about this image, so in the tarot, the Suit of Swords is all about, thoughts and the mind and clarity and, and the sword just being so straight down the middle, just like it's like someone trying to focus and zone in on what they're feeling called to. You can feel it in her face. There's something about how she's so zoned in. And when I look at the rays coming from behind, for some reason, what's coming up for me is just so much support. We are so supported right now. Maybe we don't know exactly how or where it's coming from, but some of you may be working with your spirit guides, some may feel it in other ways, but this is what I'm feeling here. This is what the message I'm getting. We are so supported. So that feels amazing. This feels so empowering. The image itself feels empowering, but yes. So I'm going to move on to another question. How to best work with this energy. So what would be supportive at this time as we move into this full moon lunar eclipse that is just about to show up. Like I said, we are on March 2nd as I'm filming this, but if you're tuning in at any other time, from my experience, it's never a coincidence. So just tune in to see what comes up for you. So right now I have the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. So I'm just going to ask how we can best work with this energy. Wow. Okay. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Wow. If that's not as clear as day for you as it is for me, let me just go into it a bit more. So there's so much noise right now, so much noise, so easily we can get distracted and let ourselves be identified with all the drama, all the news stories, and even in our personal lives, and just being overwhelmed with everything that's going on. I consistently, every day, have to realign myself to anchor in a level of peace and knowing, because anchoring into that knowing creates this foundation that feels very, very important right now, as I'm sure you know. We are moving through such big changes, transformation on Earth in our own individual lives, and silence, going within. And this is a message that we've heard forever, because that is where we connect to our true selves. And don't judge yourself if your mind already went to, oh, I can't do it, your mind is so busy and you think, no, I can't do it. Every time I try, if you can, remove that judgment, remove the history of what you know of just sitting down and being in silence. Just be with presence. Feel into your heart. Put your hand on your heart. Feel into what that feels like in your body. And then clear your thoughts, yes, but don't try to make it into something. Don't, if thoughts come by, let them come by. Just don't attach to them. So don't be hard on yourself. Just clear as much as you can. Focus on something like your heart, or love, or light. Focus on your third eye. Anything that you connect to personally that would help calm down the thoughts. But if they come, don't worry, and see what rises from that. See what the experience is. For me, obviously those two cards relate. They go hand in hand, because when you're looking for answers and you want to ask a question, you need to be able to listen. You need to allow the space in your mind, in your heart, to hear, to see, to feel the answer to your question. So this is a reminder for me, because as I said, every day I remind myself, how can I better align? How can I listen more? How can I be a true expression of myself, my true self? So maybe start with this question. Have you answered your deepest calling? And maybe do this by clearing your mind. Start there. See the woman here, just looking towards the moon. The moon is known for intuition. So, yes, this feels totally aligned. I hope this resonates with you and that it feels supportive. I really appreciate your presence. If you want to share your thoughts or experiences, of course I welcome that. Leave a sparkle emoji or a heart emoji just to let me know that you're listening. Yeah. So I wish you beautiful, powerful full moon and lunar